Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I decided to spend an extra 60 cents of the meager amounts of money I have, considering that I can't get my rights enforced. I had a 10-cent credit, and I just thought I better print off some more documents so as to explain exactly what the laws are. Now, I did print off the instructions on how to fill out one of these protection orders. It seemed that the pictures that I've been providing in my emails were not sufficient to convince those that are badges, oaths, or attorneys that you actually do have to fill out a protection order the way that it's designed so as to protect the due process rights of the respondent. Of the minors, my 5 sons that are kidnapped and being held hostage, the minors that are being abused because of their being deprived the father that loves them, that would be me. Oh. Now, this is the instructions for the order for protection. This is the protection order. If signed by the judge, this order will tell the respondent which restraints are in effect and set the expiration date. Okay. The clerk will file the original in the public court record and distribute copies for you, law enforcement, to enter into the statewide database, and then service on the respondent if the respondent does not appear at the full hearing. Oh. Now, please check, okay, with the court clerk before filling out the order. In some courts, the judge will fill out this order. In other courts, you will be expected to fill out all or part of the order. Please check with the court clerk. Now, obviously, when you're talking about the county clerk having a forgery, because it's obvious that one of the signatures is not, and possibly both of them are not the actual signature of Christy Miller. Pow, 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 pow. Anytime you issue a court document that has a forgery, you immediately have to remove it. Forgeries are not allowed on court documents. Okay. Now, I know the court instruction form doesn't say that any person can act as if they're the county clerk, because they would have thought, I'm not the person that wrote up these instructions. I'm not going to try to think for that person. That reminds me of watching Perry Mason earlier today. You remember Perry Mason, the trial attorney? Yes. Well, there was a prosecuting attorney, and then Perry Mason was defending a person. Right. And he would limit it to just in no questions. Okay. Now, yes, you do get free certified copies. Yes, service on the respondent. Okay. Please print clearly using black or blue ink. Okay, in bold letters. Okay. You can't use any other color except for black or blue. Yes. Fill in your name, first name, middle, initial, last name as a petitioner, and put your date of birth where it says DOB. The person you want protection from is the respondent. Okay. Fill in the respondent's name, first, middle, initial, last, and date of birth. If you do not know the respondent's date of birth, put in the respondent's age. The clerk will fill in the court address and telephone number. Yeah. Now, I have a protection order where the clerk did not fill in the court address or the telephone number. Right! Now, the clerk not filling the forms out the way that they're designed means that the form was not filled out according to the state of Washington's instructions. Now, as soon as the clerk does not do what the instructions from the state of Washington obligate the clerk to do, you should have removed the protection order. Every protection order in every county court in the state of Washington has to be filled out the same way. You do not have the authority to not fill out court forms the way they're designed and the way that the instruction form says they have to be filled out. Do you understand? Now, you cannot add any additional words